Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. It's going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. It's coming at us thick and fast today. This is going to be another ×10 summon event. I'm going to go through the champions that are involved. Let me know what you think. Before we do that, a couple of things. So we've just had this come through from Raid. Being stuck at home isn't all bad. Although it's a pretty torrid time for a lot of people, guys. But anyway, they have given us some free stuff, which is cool. Another booster, 1,000 energy. Thank you very much. XP brews and a rank 4 chicken. Everything will disappear if you don't collect within 7 days. Make sure you collect the stuff, guys. Don't hang around. One clan boss key will also be added directly into your account. So that's cool. Yeah, good job. Thank you very much. The extra energy is the main one, I think, for most people. Really good to get that extra energy and get some grind on if people are kind of just bored indoors or want some more time on Raid. So really appreciate that. So what's going on? More stuff to buy. What's going on then? So there is another ×10 summon event that's coming over. Let me just see when it is. It's from tomorrow. So it is currently Wednesday where I am. Thursday is tomorrow. It's going to be the end of April summoning event, and this one's all about banner lords. So let's just get straight into the champions that are going to be involved. Let me know your thoughts on whether, I mean, most people surely are starved of shards. I am absolutely starved of shards. But champions that are going to be available, we've got some epics again and some legendaries. The last few times I've done this, I've basically said if I had shards and if I didn't already have the better champions in that pool, I would have been tempted. Luckily, I had like the Martyr and stuff. But this time around then, so we've got Hoarding, become a bit of a meme because they tried to sell him for £50, or they did sell him for £50. He's an okay champion, pretty poor, I would say. He's got this kind of reset on his A1 if he kills somebody, which can be quite fun to snowball with. I think it was Fighting Cows who did a good video on this guy in his arena team. But he takes insane gear to make him work at an end game level. Pretty good for mid game, bit like a Relic Keeper. He's got a decreased attack on one enemy on his A2, pretty bad ability. And then he's got increased attack, crit, and speed on his A3 and gets an extra turn. So this is quite cool. But all in all, he would just be someone that sat in your vault, maybe came out for your faction trips. For me, this is not somebody that is... And actually, Bannerlords as a faction really lack champions. So this is not making it easy for me to say, go and spend some shards. Next one is Rowan. Rowan is, for me, one of the worst epics in the game. Her kit looks like it should be good, but she just is not good. Really terrible base defense. Shockingly bad. Good base speed, good base attack, but so difficult to keep alive. She's got this A1, which is mainly scaling out of attack. Attacks one enemy, got a chance to put heal reduction on. Free hitter on her A2, which has got a chance to stun, but it hits at random. Maybe if this became an AoE hit, it might be much better for her. And she's got a 4 hitter on her A3, which hits one enemy 4 times, and each hit's got a chance to place poison, this is okay. So where would you use her? I don't know where you use her. 30% chance to place stun. She's basically got the skill set of a rare and the stats to go with it. So for me, not somebody that I would pull shards for, even if I didn't have her. And then we've got 2 standard legendaries. This is where things get a bit more interesting, I guess. We've got Richstoff, who has just had a buff, but from what I've seen, is still a bit lackluster. AoE on his A1, which is always going to be nice. Does a move we don't really care about. He's got this A2 free hitter, which places poison on all enemies for 2 turns. Attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit places a poison debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. That's actually very cool. So you spread 3 poisons potentially if you've got the accuracy check. So you can actually, yeah, this is cool. You can go 3 hits. Each hit places a poison on everybody for 2 turns. Now, there's a bit of speculation here that if that new Hydra boss comes out, clan boss, that's got multiple heads, that this could become an insanely powerful ability. So you're actually pushing poison onto all of the different heads if they're kind of treated as almost like separate entities, separate things to target. So this could become an insanely good ability at that stage. Right now, there's not much in the game that this really matters for. I guess someone like an ice golem where you've got a boss and 2 ads could be useful. Certainly wave control could be useful, but it's not a big ability right now. But there's definitely options that this could become better in the future. So interesting here. And then he's got this attack 1 enemy, crit damage increases for each poison debuff on a target. So could get an extra 100% crit out of his A3, which could be cool as well. So all in all, average legendary at the moment, but might be better when different content comes out. We've then got Septimus. Septimus is a very good legendary. He's got a really high damage multiplier. He's also got a really high base attack. So he does an A1, grants an extra turn, and resets a cooldown if he kills somebody. Very cool for faction wars, and generally that's probably the main place you would use him. I've not really seen him in the arena. I'm guessing he doesn't really scale that well PvP. I don't see him often in the arena. I know that he's a good spider champion, very good clan boss champion, and good for faction wars. So he's got his A2. This is what he's all about. Attacks 1 enemy, ignores shield and block damage, and it increases according to enemy max HP, and it's based on attack and enemy max HP, but the higher multiplies into attack. So this is great for clan boss. This is great for spiders if you're trying to get those big hits in. And then this is kind of what he was mainly known for before he started doing crazy hits. So each attack, 30% chance to increase the duration of all debuffs on a target. Damage inflicted by each attack increases by 30% if the enemy's current HP is over 50%. So if you're attacking like the Void Affinity clan boss, he hits harder. And every time he hits, he's got a 1 in 3 chance basically of extending all of those poisons, all of that decreased attack, etc., etc. So you put him in a clan boss team that's got counter attack. He's going to proc this often. Same with ally attack. I've seen him absolutely sort of pump up the debuffs 5, 6, 7 turns so that they basically never fall off. So very cool ability. Great for clan boss. Great legendary actually. I really like this guy. I don't have him myself. I've used him quite a lot. We've then got the 2 voids. So Baron for me, I don't know. I can't really get him to do anything particularly fun. I've put crazy gear on him. I'm sure in the right team he could do some cool stuff. I just think for a void legendary attack-based champion, there's way better out there. I do have a guide out on him. It's a little bit old now, but it's still probably relevant because he's not changed since then. I really like the look of the guy. I think they've done a great job visually. I just really like how shiny his armor is, but that's a bit weird. But yeah, basically he's got this Sky Piercer ability, which is a one-shot. It will one-shot anybody in the arena. It will absolutely nuke them down. But the only way you activate it is by using other abilities, and even then, you're talking about 10% chance to unlock it, 20% chance, 40% chance. So he needs 3 or 4 goes before he can activate his big skill. And everything about him reads like an arena champion, but we don't have an arena meta where you have 3 or 4 goes. Basically, if you haven't killed half the team after your first turn, you've probably lost a game. So that means he'd have to come into like a tank-based team. And if he's in a tank-based team, he's probably going to be the target that dies. I don't really get it. I don't really get where he fits in the game right now. He's great in my faction war team, but who wants a void legendary that's great in a faction war team? He should be good elsewhere as well. For me, he's not that good. Raglin, though, is somebody that I'm interested in. Raglin's a great champion. Really good champion. One of the best in the game. One of the best voids in the game. Great support. Before Sifi came out, she was kind of like the arena meta support champion. Sifi's overtaken that now. But basically, attacks 1 enemy 3 times. Nice. Fills turn meter of 3 random allies by 15%. Very nice. She's got this. Removes all debuffs on all allies and heals them. Very nice. And then on a 2-turn cooldown, if you book it, revives an ally with 3/4 of their health, and a full turn meter. I mean, that's a serious ability here. On the arena, when there was a meta that, you know, multiple revivers in a team could win the day, she was insane. She was probably the best arena champion in the game. Right now, with the amount of block revives coming out, she's kind of dipped off a bit. I don't really see her a lot anymore. But she's still a very cool champion. I really like her kit. So personally, there's not enough to entice me to go for any of these champions. And quite frankly, there's actually not a single banner lord that would entice me to roll on a ×10 event. Not a single one. The banner lord is such a weak faction compared to others. There's not a single banner lord. I think the best banner lord out of everyone in the setup is Stag Knight. And he was kind of part of the last battle pass. But yeah, there's not a single one that would make me roll. Anyone, guys? Is anyone going to roll shards for this event? Let me know in a comment below. These ×10s are coming thick and fast, and quite frankly, I feel like we're just a bit starved of shards. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. I've been Hell Hades. I'll catch you in a video soon.